Doing? This is John Sandoval. Welcome back to my channel. I want to thank you guys too for watching that last video. That meant a lot to me. You know, trying out something new about the stocks and about the politics and about the new stimulus and the new packages, the old packages, when the people who didn't get the checks will get them, what the envelopes might look like, who might be getting, how many people might be getting cards instead of checks, the ones that didn't get it, you know, and all that stuff. I'll be doing more of those. Already I've gotten, for 24 hours or a little less than 24 hours, I got a decent amount of views. So, and I got another subscriber. I think I know who it was, someone who enjoyed that video. So I know there is people that do enjoy that video. I know there's plenty of people that want me to be like I was, do some Bozo Chronicles and tell how I got my ass kicked or I smoked crack. I don't know, but save those. Right now I can't remember any, and I don't want to lie and make up stories just to appease you. I have other things I want to do. But I do want to thank you guys for watching that video, and I do want to thank anybody else who watches it to learn. And I will be making more of those videos. Either once every 3 days or once a week. It'll be politics and finances, and it'll be a way of telling you what's going on with the world. You know, because there's some people who are interested who don't want to sit there and do the research and watch, and they just go by what they hear by ear or whatever YouTube says or what, you know, whatever Google says, you know, just the front page, but they really don't actually pay attention. So I'm here for you. I'll do the work. You know, I don't mind. I'll do the work. I enjoy it myself. I enjoy it. I'll do it for myself, but I'll also make a video for the people that enjoy it too. But this video is going to be a little different as well. It's not about the Anunnaki. His book is about, I don't know if you can see it, it's a little dark, it's about the Kybalian, which I said I love, because there was a girl, I don't want to say her name because I don't got her permission yet, she asked me, what book am I reading right now? You know, because she was talking about the Anunnaki Part 2, you know, video I did. And I told her, out of all the books I have, I read them, some of them 3 times each. It's my personal library. Like, 10 years in prison, you get a lot of time, a lot of free time, you know, but one book that I keep and I do read often is the Kybalian, because that really, really could change your life and change your way of thought. And that's what this is. This is part 1 of the book, the Kybalian, about the Kybalian. This is just an opening, easy, quick thing. I'm not going to get deep into it. I'm going to give you an opening, an introduction to the book, and then I'm going to take videos and do each and every section and go deeper into it. And a lot of you guys will learn something, and it'll blow a lot of your guys' mind. I promise you. Look at me, John Sandoval, John. And I'm telling you, it blew my mind. And I've read a lot of shit. That shit blew my mind. And that shit is old. Super BC. And it's very smart. Alright? The Kybalian is one of 2 classic books on the Hermetic philosophy. The other is the Emerald Tablet of Hermes. And I've got them both, you know, so. Alright. The purpose of this work is not the enunciation of any special philosophy or doctrine, but rather is to give the listeners, aka students, a statement of the truth that will serve to reconcile the many bits of occult knowledge that they may have acquired, but which are opposed to each other and which often serve to discourage and disgust the beginner in the study. Okay? My intent is not to erect a new temple of knowledge. That's not my intent. But rather, place in hands of the listener, aka the student, a master key through the main portals where he or she has already entered. Okay? This occult teachings, and occult is not a bad word. Look up the word occult and what it really means. You know, this occult teachings have been so closely guarded as the fragments of Hermetic teachings. By the way, he was called Hermes Trismegistus. That means Hermes 3 times great. That was his name, Hermes Trismegistus. Hermetic teachings, which have come down over to us over the tens of centuries, which have elapsed since the lifetime of Hermes Trismegistes. Obviously, I said, which means Hermes 3 times great. The scribe of the gods, he was known as. Hermes was also known as the scribe of the gods. But I also know him as Thoth, the Egyptian god, and I also know Thoth as Ningish Zita, which is one of Enki's sons, which is also amazing when it comes to knowledge and science. You know what I mean? But he moved all over the lands of Egypt as well as the Middle East, and fragments of his teachings still are revered by these men today, men and women today. The student of comparative religion will be able to perceive the influence of the Hermetic teachings in every religion worthy of a name known to man, whether it be a dead religion or one in full vigor in our own times. There is always certain correspondence in spite of the contradictory features, and the Hermetic teachings act as the great reconciler. So all the differences in all these major teachings, all these major followings, you might call them, major religions. The Hermetic teachings act as the great reconciler. It brings it all together, the truth, And this touches a little bit, like I said, I'm going to go into each of it, into all the chapters. This is just a very little bit of chapter 2. I'm just going to tell you the seven Hermetic principles. Number 1 is the principle of the mentalism, principle of mentalism. 2 is the principle of correspondence. 3 is principle of vibration. I don't know what 4 is. 5 is principle of rhythm. 6 is principle of cause and effect. 7 is principle of gender. Remember, the all is mind. Remember, the all is mind. The all, everything is the mind. Remember that. The all is mind. Universe is mental. That's in the Kybalian. The universe is mental, and the all is the mind. That is deep, and when I get into those subjects and those chapters, I'll break it down what that means, and I will make you a true believer. Okay? And a little bit of chapter 3, the mental transmutation. Okay? Become an alchemist. Anybody can become an alchemist. Read the book The Alchemist, by the way. That is an amazing book. But anybody can become an alchemist. Become an alchemist of the mind, as well as metals and elements. That's what an alchemist is. May be transmuted from state to state, degree to degree, condition to condition, pole to pole, vibration to vibration. True Hermetic transmutation is a mental art. Okay? That's something you will learn. The words transmutate means to change from one nature, form, or substance into another. To transform. A thermometer does not have a spot where it's called cold or hot. There's not a spot in the thermometer where it says, all right, at 52 degrees, it's now cold. At 54, it is now hot. There's no spot where it's considered cold or hot. It's more like your own self-judgment, if you want to say. All right? Now, if you think about it, it's all heat. All of it's heat. Heat is molecules moving. Unless you're at absolute zero, which is impossible, where molecules are not moving at all, there is some heat. It's just a matter of how much heat. You can still feel cold. You can still freeze to death. But there still is heat there. There's just not enough to keep the human body alive or to make you feel comfortable. But the heat is there. That's how you got to think of it. The heat is always there. It's just a matter of how much. That's how you got to think of it. All right? But how much is the question? So you're not upset. So you're never upset if you really think about it. You're happy, but just how much is the question. Maybe not a lot, but no, you are still happy. You know, you may not be as happy as you would like to be, but know that you're not happy. Just like a thermometer, there is no spot where it says cold. There is no part of you that says you're not happy. Oh, this part, I am no longer happy. You are always happy. You just got to think, how happy are you? If you are not comfortable with how happy you are, because you are happy, find ways to make it transmutate and become an alchemist and make yourself transmute and vibrate at a higher level, at an ultimate higher level. You know, bring yourself to a level beyond what you're at, you know. Become an alchemist, transmutate, you know. Just with the goal of making you more happy, like a guy who feels not warm or cold wants more heat. There is heat. They're just how much and what he can do to bring more heat or you more happiness. Now, what I will do, and I know this is getting a little long, it's 10:31 right now. I'm going to give you a little bit of chapter 4, which is on the all, and I'll read it word for word, but I'm going to sub it, and it's going to have its own little video. But under the back of the universal of time, space, and change is ever to be found the substance reality, the fundamental truth. That's in the Kybalian. Substance means that which underlies all outward manifestations, the essence, the essential reality, the thing in itself, etc. Substantial means actually existing, being the essential element, being real, etc. Reality means the state of being real, true, enduring, valid, fixed, permanent, actual, etc. Under and behind all outward appearance and manifestations, there must always be a substantial reality. This is the law. Man, change in matter, forces, or mental states. Man, considering the universe of which he is a unit, sees nothing but change in matter, forces, and mental states. That's the proper way to say it. He sees nothing really is, but that everything is becoming and changing. Nothing stands still. Everything is being born, growing, dying. The very instant a thing reaches its height, it begins to decline. The law of rhythm is in constant operation. There is no reality, enduring quality, fixity, or substantiality in anything. Nothing is permanent but change. Think about that. He sees all things evolving from other things and resolving into other things. Constant action and reaction, inflow and outflow, building up and tearing down, creation and destruction, birth, growth, and death. Nothing enduring but change. And if he be a thinking man, he realizes that all these changing things must be but outward appearances or manifestations of some underlying power, substantial reality. Some substantial reality. And that's just the beginning paragraph. You know, and that talks about the all. And that's just severe, powerful things to think about. And I just gave you the ABCs of it. I didn't even really, that's just an opening of it. That's just me preparing you for what I'm going to get to. This is part 1 of the Kybalian. This is to give you stuff to think about, and this is to give you enough to let you know if you are interested in learning more and to opening your mind and to allow yourself to vibrate at a higher level and to become a greater person, a greater power than what you already are. Stick with me and watch these videos as I teach each and every one of these. I am not a master teacher. By no means am I saying I am. But I will teach you to my best ability to know what I know and to learn what I learned. And I am telling you, I promise you, both hands in the air, promise you, your mind will be a hell of a lot deeper because of that. You will see the world a lot different. You will become an alchemist, and you will be able to transmutate your feelings, and you'll be able to vibrate at higher levels. Vibration is very important, and that will be one thing I show in the future. And one thing, quick thought to mind, everything is alive if you think about it, because everything is made out of molecules, and molecules they're alive. They react to stimulant. Anything that reacts to stimulant and reproduces is alive. And everything, even a rock, is made out of molecules and substances. It's alive. It's just to what degree. And I will get into all that stuff, different degrees of everything. I will break everything down. So this is stuff, this is food for thought, this is food for mind, and this is me trying to get you to get into the book of Kybalian, and I will teach you. I will teach you, and I will make these videos, whether you watch them or not, because the people that do watch them, because there will be some, will learn something, and I will teach those people. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below, and I will answer them to the best of my ability, and if not, I will address them in my next video about this book. And also I want to thank again the people that watched that video. That made me enough evidence that I should make more. I'll make one every 3 days or once a week about stocks and finances and what current things are going on, and keep going on the stimulus stuff, because everybody's wondering what's going on with the stimulus package and if the Senate's going to approve it and stuff like that. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching my videos, by the way. Everybody's starting to watch it. We're almost hitting 15,000 views, and I am getting a little up slowly, but I am getting up in the subscribers. And hit the like button, because the more likes I got, it'll show up in random people's views as they're like videos requested. They'll be there just because it has a lot of likes. So please hit the like button, and if you're subscribed, please hit that bell. So every time I share a new video, you'll be known, you'll be told, and you'll be made known. And if you're on my Facebook, of course you'll know from when I share it. But please hit that bell anyway. And I hope you have a good day, and I hope you guys had a wonderful day, and I hope you stay safe, stay well, and I hope you stay happy. You are all happy. It's just what degree. Have a good day, everybody.